Hello, class. My name is David Morales, and I am a full-time math instructor at Desert Vista campus. And I am here usually all day on Monday through Thursday. Fridays I'm available, but I'm usually in meetings. And so you can get a hold of me anytime during the week. You're always welcome to come by and see me. I teach. This is my third 151 class I'm teaching this semester. So my goal is to make this class as accessible to you as possible. The online format is a little bit difficult because it takes a lot of takes a lot of responsibility on your part to stay motivated, to stay on track. It's easy when you don't have to be at class at a certain time to just kind of put things off. But this is exactly the class you don't want to do that with. And I know many of you taking this class this is the last class you need before you graduate from the U of A. So this is a huge class that's very important. And I understand that. And so I'm here to, make this as possible for you as I can. So the way this course works is I try to make it as straightforward as possible. Here's our D2L site. Just go to d2l.pima.edu, and you should see it something like this. And well, let's see the course. Let's just go through how this works. So obviously, read me first. And here you're going to have a little checklist of what to do to get started, some information about me and whatnot. I'll let you guys read that at your own convenience. What you should do is go through that. The syllabus. I'm just going to get to the main point of this. First of all, you don't need a book for this class. You will need the MyMathLab access code, and I'll describe that in a little bit. Here's some important dates. Yesterday was the first day, and all that. We have learning centers at every campus, and the one here at Desert Vista is brand new. They just opened it. We had one that was open, but we remodeled ours for like $1 million, and it's state of the art, amazing facility. You're always welcome to go in there. The tutors know me. They know the type of assignments I give and stuff, so they're prepared to help you with this class. Of course, you can go to any campus, but the thing you're mostly probably interested in is how do you pass this class. So here's how the grades work. You're going to do your work on MyMathLab, which is online, and I'll get into that in a little bit. There's going to be homework, which you can do, and like I said, I'll go into this in a little bit. So basically, the MyMathLab part is going to be 25% of your grade. So you can see how it's broken down between homework and quizzes. There's a study plan which I recommend you all use, but you don't have to, so it's worth nothing, but it's actually a really good resource. The exams that I have for the class will be 65% of your grade. There'll be 2 exams over Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and then in Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, and then a final exam which will be cumulative over everything. So it's 20%, 20%, and then 25%. So that's 65% of your grade already. That's 90% of your grade. And then the D2L discussions and the outline assignments, which you'll see on D2L right now. That's going to be 10% of your grade. So keep in mind that homework, is worth over 30% of your grade. So, if you don't do your homework, well, usually if you don't do your homework, you won't do good on the exams. So make sure you stay up to date just stay up to date with everything. You'll be all right. First exam, I'll leave it open for a week. So this is basically a Monday through Saturday, and this is a Monday through Saturday, and this is a Monday through Saturday. My home campus is Desert Vista, so that's where I'll be putting the exams. If you live next to Northwest Campus or East Campus or something, and you want me to send them there instead, that's possible too. The Sunday or the Saturday test can only be taken at East Campus, and I think it's downtown. Um, so, if you're gonna wait till the last minute or if you have to work or something, you can take them there on Saturday, East and downtown. I gotta double check on the downtown though, but I know East for sure. Um, we will, and actually, if you take them at Desert Vista, you can come by and see me and study before the test if you would like. The rest you can read on your own. It's standard syllabus material. Don't cheat and all that stuff. And that's the way the course works. Is basically do your homework, do the D2L discussions, and then take 3 tests, and that's it. So it's pretty simple, I think. At least the structure. You'll go through this to make sure you understood. And this is going to be your first assignment, which is due this Friday. This is very simple. Send me a message on my math lab, and do a discussion and whatnot. And so this is all stuff you're going to do this week. So I'm just trying to keep it from the homepage. So basically, 3 modules. Module 1 is Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Okay. You do this, take a test. Then Module 2, it's going to be Chapter 3, Chapter 4. Do that, take a test. Module 3 will be 5 and 6, and the Module 2 is probably going to be the more difficult one of this class. Once you get past 2, everything's going to seem really easy because it's kind of a tough one. So this part will just be on your cumulative final. What else? So that's the way this works. Now, to access my math lab, you have to go through D2L, and you have to click on this button right here. Before we click on this button, I want to mention one more thing. If you go to your phones on your Android or iPhone, look up the Brightspace Pulse, like a pulse for your blood. It's an app that basically you automatically have. You already have an account on there, so you don't have to create one. It links to D2L. So D2L is actually called It's owned by Brightspace, and that's, I guess, the technical name now, but we still call it D2L. The Pulse app, you log in using your PIMA email, your PIMA account, and you're basically, every PIMA class you have is already on there. Some teachers use it, some don't. I think we're trying to get more and more teachers to use it. I've started using it, and it's really good. One thing that's good is the calendar over here is going to be on there, so it's kind of like you can look it up, and it'll tell you, okay, this is what's coming up, this is what's due. What's also nice about it is whenever I input a grade, it'll alert you, and so you can always see your grade at any time, so you never have to ask me to, what's my grade in the class. If I ever send a message, the test has been postponed, or I don't know, something, I just uploaded a video of some lecture. Whatever I put here in the news, you'll get it as an alert. So it's kind of a good it's a good app to have to keep on track. Basically, there's going to be two due dates every week. So if you look at this, well, actually I have it here on the schedule of work. So basically there's 2 assignments due every week. So this is on a Monday, I believe, and then this is on a Thursday. So basically Monday and Thursday stuff is due. Monday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday. And then you take an exam Monday, Thursday, and another exam, and so on. It's really important that you devote a lot of time to this class. The general equation is basically if you have for every credit college class you have, you should devote 2 to 3 hours studying. So a 3 credit class would be, um, what's that, 6 to 9 hours studying outside the classroom. This is a 4 credit class, so that works out to about 8 to 12 hours outside the classroom. So altogether, we're talking 16 if you consider this class. I'll talk a little bit about how that could work out, but you should be doing at least 12 to 16 hours per week. And actually, it's actually more than that because this is an 8-week class. So you need to now double that. So wow, that's like 24 to 30 hours a week. If you're struggling with the class and you're not putting in a good, at least 20 hours a week, that's probably why you're struggling with the class. This is a tough class, just for the 16-week session, even more so for the 8-week session. Now, with that said, I always have students that take this class and pass in 8 weeks, so it's very doable. In the summer, it's 8 weeks also, and people pass that then. But just, keep in mind in the summer when I teach a lecture, we're meeting every single day. So just keep that in mind. Don't get behind. This stuff is very cumulative. You need to know chapter 1 to know chapter 2. If you're already stuck, 3 is going to be brutal, and so on. So it builds on itself. So I think we're done with the D2L. There's a bunch of resources here. There's also this thing called NetTutor. I think every student gets, I forget how many free hours a semester. But you have an online tutor here also, and you have a few hours available in addition to the Learning Center and everything. So I think that's the Dropbox. So here you can click on stuff, and it'll lead you to what you're supposed to know. And this MyMathLab, these are just generic links to MyMathLab. But don't forget the D2L Dropbox assignment. So you'll do this, you'll download it. I got a little document that was downloaded. I might as well open it up. It might take a few minutes though. It's just a Word document, so you're also going to have to learn how to do math and well, first of all, the discussions, and also this in Word. Now, one thing you can do is if you don't want to do the math, like the equation editor, you can also print this out. This is what about 90% of my students do. You print it out, and then you can type in the answers, or write in the answers. And what you're going to have to do is then you could print it, do the work by hand. You'll have to scan it in. Now, nowadays we all have high-tech phones that are high definition. That's a recommendation. I have an app. This is a free app called Cam Scanner. What it does is it basically lets you take multiple pictures of let's say you have 4 pages, and it automatically crops it and then kind of cleans it up. Applies like a little filter so that it's black and white and whatnot, because sometimes you have gradients when you take a picture, and it makes it into a nice PDF. Or instead of having an image that's 4,000 pixels big and I have to zoom out and zoom in, it just makes a nice PDF for you. So that's an option I recommend. It'll be easier for me and you to deal with it that way. But if you want to send me 4 big pictures, that's fine too. Just get me the work somehow. But I recommend, and that's just one of them I've been using for years. There's a bunch of them, but that one's called Cam Scanner, like CAM Scanner. And of course, every learning center has a scanner that you can use also if you don't have a high-def phone. Actually, sometimes you can let me get something I can share that's not Um, sometimes even your own, webcam thing. Well, you can like take pictures and stuff. So, I could take a picture of that and then crop it or something. So, you know, different options. All right. So that, and then you'll drop that off in a Dropbox, which is it is assessments Dropbox. You just drop it off here, and you can see your grades. Everything will be here, and it's like I said, pretty straightforward. Homework, Dropbox, discussion, repeat, repeat, repeat. Take some tests, and then move on. If you want to send me an email, I'm recommending you do it through here. Uh, use the D2L internal email, just so we can keep everything, in one place. If you send me an email here, it won't send it to my Pima email, but I check this every day, so and you'll also get alerts here. So basically, everything from your Bytespace app, Pulse app, will work here. I think with that, we're done with everything we need to know here. You're going to spend most of your time in here. So you're going to click here, and I recommend you use this one, the eText Course Home. Now I can't. Well, let's see what happens if I click it. It might work. Because I have two roles as the instructor. Yeah, it works for the most part. As the instructor, I have my instructor role and then the student role. But I guess it worked. So it should look something like this for you guys. I see some of you have already enrolled, so that's good. So yeah, I thought it would kick me out. So it should look like something like, why does it keep going to this page? Where's my home page? Well, Course Home, there we go. So here we have, well, there's something very exciting here. The way I've set it up is, you can go here and do the homework. This is the way it's set up for my lecture classes, and so it looks like a lot of material, but I decided to keep it here in case you wanted to use it. Like there's videos and there's other stuff, but the main stuff that you're going to be doing is right here. So you're going to see chapter 1.1 homework, 1.2 homework, quiz. And you'll just see that throughout the whole semester. So you can ignore pretty much everything over here if you want to. These are just extra resources for you, and you can decide if they're useful or not. One thing I will recommend, for example, 1.4, your graphing calculator is going to be your best friend in this class. And here, under Graphing Calculator Help, David Williamson is a professor at Downtown Campus, and he's made videos that are, oh, now it doesn't want to work for me. Of course, it always works except now that I'm recording. But, well, anyways, if you click on there, the reason I mention that is because there's one, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, it's about regression, and that's something you're going to be doing a couple of times in this class. It's really, really easy on your calculator if you know how to use it. But you'll see what I mean when you get to that. You can also just Google, or on YouTube, there's like if you put in TI-83 linear regression, how to, you'll get 100 responses. And that's just the way it works. Is basically just do your homework and do your quizzes, and don't worry too much about the setup here. They're just resources. So like I said, if you don't see like the quiz here, you might, this might be because you don't have everything being shown. And I try to keep it simple instead of putting the whole class, so you get overwhelmed. Just here's your 3 things that are due, do them, and then, and move on. That's pretty much it for this. And so how does this work? So first of all, you need to get an account with My Math Lab, and they offer a 14-day free trial period. And so you'll have to get an account, and then there'll come a point where it says if you want to pay for it now or later. I recommend that you buy it directly from the website, because then you know you're buying the right codes. Sometimes people go to the bookstore and buy, I don't know, I didn't know there was a wrong code, but there is sometimes. If you buy it directly online, you know it's the right one. But for now, you can do a 14-day trial period. You know, you might not even like this class, so you might drop it. The good thing is though, every math 151 class at Pima uses this book. So even if you do buy it and you drop this class, it'll still be good if you take it at any other campus. Like let's say you decide I want to take a lecture class this summer instead of online or something. I know some of you guys can't do that though because you're graduating, but it'll still be valid for those classes. Once you get set up, so now I blocked myself because I was supposed to do orientation homework. There's a few ways you can proceed with this class. One is you can watch the videos if you want. Another way is this accessible ebook. So this is the copy of the book that you have. This is the exact copy. And you click on HTML version. You can install this stuff if you want. I'm using a Mac right now, so this is for Windows, and I don't like Explorer. But if you click on the ebook, you basically have the entire book at your disposal, and you can read it if you want. You know, you can scan through it. This is exactly, well, you know, it's an HTML format, but it's exactly the book. And you know, the pages match up one for one as in the book. You know, I think this is a good way to look through it because you can at least scan and see. And what's also good about this book is it's called A Graphical Approach to Algebra. And so as you go through the book, it tells you how to use your TI 83 or 84, basically the same thing. These are all the windows you see there. What went wrong is an interesting, you know, feature, like maybe common mistakes that we might have. Yeah, how do you find a fourth root of 12? Well, this tells you right here how to do it. And it tells you 3 different ways how to do it. So I would recommend at least skimming the book. I think it's good. But some students, you know, try to take shortcuts. What most of the students will do is, see, I think I'm in here as a student. That's why it's not letting me do the first homework. There's a way around this. So you won't see exactly everything I have here, obviously. But I can preview it this way. So a lot of students will proceed this way. They'll just start with the homework, try to answer questions, and then let's say you get stuck. I don't remember what a whole number is versus a natural number. You're going to use this a lot in this class. So a lot of students will just go straight here. Now, one is it'll link you to the textbook, but in that case, you should have just started with the textbook. This view and example will become your best friend this semester. So it kind of guides you through the stuff. And this is probably a little too easy. Let me go to something harder. Let's see what 1.2 has. So let's skip to, I don't know, number 10. Yeah, what the heck is going on here, right? These are crazy problems. So here's one that's with numbers and everything. I forgot how to solve absolute values. How do I do that? You go here. It links you through it. You know, they're doing their own problem. They're doing a different problem with the different numbers. And boom, boom, boom. shows you how to do it, and then you do it yourself. What's nice is you can't really fail this part, because if you mess up, I'm just gonna make up a number, 6, and then I don't know, 68. So it gives you usually 2 or 3 tries, and then let's try, I don't know, 89. It's surely not 89. Right? This is the answer. So then you click on similar question. You get to retry it with the different numbers, and you just retry it until you get it right. So you should all get 100% on your homework. Now, if you're really, really frustrated, you click Help Me Solve This. This will help you solve this particular problem with this number, okay? And it's going to say, this is how you do it in this case, right? And it guides you through it. You know, minus 15. And so therefore, this is, what's that going to be, minus 6. So therefore, it's going to be 6. So now you've solved this problem that you were stuck on. The only caveat is now you got to do a different problem with different numbers. So, but like I said, this is usually what students will do. Other problems will have videos and animations. Right here's a video. So, you know, you watch it. You can skip ahead if you need to. Some of them are interactive videos. Now, speaking of videos, I started making my own because some students said they, you know, like online, whatever, said they wanted. I'll send a link right now to my videos. But right now I know for sure that if you go to YouTube and search for like Math 151, I should pop up right away, David Morales. So if you go here, I started out by doing exam reviews, but there is a playlist I have. Maybe if you click on that part. So I have a playlist that has lectures. The only thing is I started on chapter 3 because someone just asked me this like a few weeks ago. I did a test for them, and I went over all their problems. So this is I recorded. This is when I first started recording. So it's not everything over chapter 1 and chapter 2, but well, for one, this is a good thing to review before your test. And I gotta warn you though, I have a lot of bad jokes that I tell during class, so my students kind of like them. So, but yeah, there they are, and you can always skip ahead and do whatever you want. So this is like going to my lecture. It literally is my lecture. It's a recorded lecture. So I'm going through the book. So if you don't want to read the book, if you go through my lectures, it's like you're reading the book. Like I said, chapter 3 is where it starts getting really hard. So right now I'm going to start 3.7 today, as a matter of fact. But once you get to chapter 3, I'll keep recording 4, 5, and 6. But these are some options. This is my class. This is how I make tests. This is how I grade. So then you'll know exactly who I am and whatnot. So that's an option. I guess while I'm here, I should just might as well. I'll just show you behind the scenes how this would all work. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click New News Item. So if you have the Brightspace app, Pulse, then you'll get a little bing. Yeah. So that's my video lectures. And there they are. So like I said, if you had that app right now, it would go ding right now, and you would say, hey, he sent us some videos. I think that's pretty much it for how the class works. You keep in touch through discussions. I'm going to be checking these daily. I just got to school right now, so I haven't gone through all these. And I said I was going to make this video last night, but I ended up having a lot of meetings. But here it is, Tuesday morning, the 21st. It's spring. Spring is here. Like I said, don't be a stranger. If you want to come talk to me, I'll make time. I live on the east side and I work on the southwest side, so I also go to coffee shops a lot. I've had Sunday office hours at times, like at a coffee shop. My favorite one is Crave on Broadway and Swan. So, don't get behind, and I'm here to help you. Don't be afraid of talking to me. If job or life or something happens, we'll work something out. And welcome to the class, and I look forward to working with all of you. Have a good day.